This is the check-in right here on RITMO CULTURA. First and foremost, congratulations on the new single out right now.
Thank you, man.
Banger, bro. Banger.
Thank
Countdown.
Thank you, bro.
Yo, like for real, like to both of you guys, how did you guys link up to create this song?
I got an artist signed to me named TY from LA, and he had a writing session with Oplus, and he's like, "You might want to slide through. You know, this guy's really dope." So I drove out there. I was in Santa Monica. I drove out there, and me and Oplus hit it off the head. You know, what I'm saying, start vibing, and you know, what I'm saying, we just ended up making that record, and then it went on to making more and more records. So now we got a whole EP popping, about to finish up.
Okay, so you guys working on an EP? Fire.
Yeah.
Fire. Are we gonna get like, some hip hop, some reggaeton, and all that blended together?
Yeah, just like Countdown, same format.
Yeah.
Okay. Yo, DJ Paul, you've been in the game for quite some time. I gotta ask you this. You know, what attracted you to Oplus? Like, what about his creativity and his artistry attracted you to him?
Man, it's just he's so dope, man. You know what I'm saying? And he could come up with songs so fast off the top of the head immediately when he hear the beat. You know what I'm saying? So, and then he grew up a fan of mine. You know what I'm saying? In Colombia. Yeah. So it's always good to work with somebody that's a fan of yours, because, especially in the process of writing, because they know what you want to, they know kind of what they would like to hear from you as a fan. So,
yes,
it's always good to write with somebody that's younger and appreciated your music and know if they could be in the room, what they would have did different. That's a dream come true. I wish I could do that. I wish I could,
yes,
definitely. Went in the studio with Michael Jackson and be like, "Man, look, Mike, all this sound good, but if you drop an 808 right on that one, man."
Yeah, I feel that. And Oplus, like, you've been working with a lot of people behind the scenes, legends in the Latin game. What is it like working with DJ Paul?
Bro, like he was saying, it's kind of like man, it's like a dream, bro. Because I'm I was in Colombia. I used to listen to Eminem, 3-6 Mafia, Tupac. So it's like, and then I don't know if you remember, back in the day, they used to sell those DVDs with everybody's videos on it.
Yeah.
So I remember there was Gotta Stay Fly. You know what I mean? There was one of the videos, and then I would replay it, right? And then next thing you know, I come to the U.S. Early 2000s, and then Paul dropped Chulin Culin Con Fly with Julio Voltio and Calle 13.
Mm-hmm.
And that was one of my favorite records, bro. I'm not gonna lie, I loved it. Con tu Chulin Culin Con Fly, and so man, to me, it's just a big accomplishment, because overall, my goal has been to merge both of the cultures through music. And I know it has been done in different ways, but not exactly how we did it. You know what I mean? We incorporated trap, reggaeton, and we did exactly 50% in Spanish, 50% English. And we created something different and new that is fresh. If you think about it, when people does English and Latin collaboration, it's either a reggaeton song or a trap song, but it's never a mix of both.
Yeah.
So that's very special, man. And overall, it's just a blessing to me,
Yeah, definitely. I feel like Countdown, it is a good blend of like reggaeton, hip hop, trap. It got the DJ Paul feel, that party anthem thing, turning up, all that stuff.
Yeah, bro.
Get the girls going on the dance floor. Man,
Mm-hmm.
if the clubs were open, I mean, it'll be popping in the club right now. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
I know, man. I know.
Yeah, that was the issue with bringing this song out. Is I was nervous about that. I was like, we're gonna miss a lot of recognition to the song because we won't have the clubs. But at the same time, it's just a new time. It's a new, and people just at home dancing and streaming and YouTubing and this and that. So I was like, it'll be somebody somewhere dancing to this motherfucker at house parties. You know, we won't see it, but
in the bathroom,
it'll be
in the
going
shower.
on. Bathroom, showers, in the car, wherever.
I wouldn't be surprised the girls twerking in the bathroom taking a shower, bro.
Hey man, they probably using it for workouts too. The workout anthem too. Shit get you going. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. That's what I called it the first time I posted it. I said, "workout music." #.
Love that. Bro. You were talking about the times right now, Paul. How have you adapted to these new times, this new thing going on? Like, how has it affected your creative aspect and your artistry so far? And how have you adapted to it?
Man, I didn't have to adapt, man. You know, being a producer, and probably the same with you with what you do for a living. You know, we used to being in the house all the time, writing, working, editing, this and that. So I've been doing this since I was 12 years old, man. I've been quarantined. It ain't nothing new for me. My mama quarantined me when I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? Just to keep me out of the streets, when she could, until I got like 15, 16. I was like, fuck this shit. I'm finna fucking do all kind of crazy shit. So, but when my mama quarantined me so early, I was looking out the window and my boys, I was really, really young though. Like my boys would be like 16 and they'll be sneaking in the club. I didn't start going to the clubs actually I take that back. They'll be like 14 sneaking in the club. By the time I got 16, I was in the clubs because I was doing shows. But not at 14 like them. They were 14 playing like they was 18 and shit. So, but while they was doing all that, my mama held my ass down and made me just play the keyboard and shit like that. So I was stuck in the house making beats and all that shit. And once I got out, I was a wild card then. But by that time, I had already had mixtapes out, so it turned out right. So to answer your question, man, this ain't nothing new to me. I'm just sitting in the house, always doing the same thing. As I talk to you right now, I'm right here on my turntables. Just finna put some shit together when we get out this phone. So I like it. This is a good creative time for everybody.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, you could find yourself. You could I think people are more, how would I say, they're more comfortable. So now that you got to get out of your comfort zone and try to find ways to stay active and stay, creative, it gets your juices going again. You got kind of get to find that new spot for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Plus, what about you, man? I know because you be in like a bunch of sessions, you be writing, you be traveling. Like I know, like it's a little different for you. So how have you adapted?
Honestly, bro, the only thing that I had to adapt to, it was wearing the mask and the gloves and the hand sanitizer.
Okay.
But overall, I think this quarantine helped me a lot to find myself, not only personally but also musically as an artist. And it has helped me evolve in many aspects. Because it's like now, yes, like you said, I'm in the studio all the time, so I have 200-300 songs, right? So now it's like, okay, where do I want to go? Because music is universal, and overall, I know you heard different styles from me, right? We did Peruda, which is more like a techno EDM vibe.
Yeah.
Then we did Countdown, but then I've done couple of years ago I did like Una Pena, which is more like reggaeton romantico, you know what I'm saying? So it's like finding myself was very important for me. So it's like everything that is coming is very versatile, because I still want to, show the world that we can be versatile, but it's like I find my own lane, you know what I'm saying? So when you hear music from me, even if it's a crunk record with Paul or a reggaeton song, you're still gonna be able to identify, oh, that's right there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's kind of what I wanted on this music break that I took.
Yeah.
So man, yes, man, we're ready.
No, amazing. I mean, you guys didn't mention you guys have an EP coming out.
Yes.
Can you give me a sneak peek of how many songs we can see here? Any crazy collaboration? Paul, are you producing some of the records? Like, what's good?
All of them.
Yeah, producing all of them along with my artist TY and the Best Sounds. And Countdown had an additional producer on the name Blessed out of Florida.
Okay.
So So yeah, I'm overseeing the production on all of them, every single one of them. And we're probably gonna put about 6 to 8 songs or something on there. You know, who knows? We got 3 in the can right now, so you know what I'm saying. And we just had to slow down because of the quarantine. But yeah, so we'll get back in and knock out another 4 or something. You know what I'm saying? Probably drop 6 and a couple of bonuses or whatever. But you know, who knows? And
we'll
as far as features
on it too.
Yeah, we'll have some features on there. We ain't did that part yet though, because you know, you just don't want to just be in the studio with just everybody right now. You know what I'm saying? So,
speaking about features, we have a feature coming on July 31st. It's actually Rich the Kid, Dre Ross, Melly Mel, Jambi Alfavo, DJ Paul, and myself. That's gonna be a dope record.
It's really dope.
It's really dope. Yeah.
How's that vibe looking? It's gonna be a party vibe because you got like, you know, Melly Mel. She got bars, bro. It's gonna be like a bar to bar.
Yeah. What is it? You know Melly, huh? She's dope.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, girl got bars, bro. She's an MC.
Yeah. She's dope. No, the record is amazing, bro. You're gonna see. I don't want to really speak about it a lot because it's not our record. We just feature on the record. Mm-hmm. So yeah, man. But it's dope. I love it, man.
I'm excited. I'm excited to hear that. I'm excited to see what comes out of that. I'm also excited to hear the new project coming out. You know, is it going to be by the end of this year, or like, what do you guys think?
Definitely this year.
Yeah, definitely this year, bro.
For sure.
It's amazing. Danny is dope. I gotta tell you that, bro. It's dope. We got some bangers, bro.
I can't wait. And for you, Paul, you know, you're a DJ. You know, what in all these years in the music industry, how has the impact of the DJ evolved and helped out the music industry? And what do you think? What are your thoughts on that?
Well, man, you know, the DJ always ran the show, man. You know, like, even if you go back in the days of Eric B and Rakim, Eric B was the DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. It was always like the DJ presented the rapper. You know what I'm saying? So the DJs is who controlled the dance floor and who controlled what's going to be played on the radio and this and that. So, you know, I was always a DJ that loved to play everything and loved to get into all kind of stuff. You know, I would blend a rock record with a rap record, you know, when I do my sets or whatever. So, and even on my Instagram, when I do my DJ sets, I still blend crazy stuff together. I blend Roddy Ricch and Michael Jackson together on a
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? So, and it was like, shit fucking went viral. It went everywhere. Everybody was talking about that blend. So I always loved mixing all the different cultures and all that. So what we're doing right now is, I think, going to catch fire. You know what I'm saying? Me personally.
Definitely. And any words of advice for like the DJs that feel like stuck during this time, or like, you know, they feel like they're in a place that they can't move around, they can't evolve. You know, any words of advice for them?
Man, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. If you're a DJ and you feel that way, like right now, man, you probably shouldn't be a DJ because man, you probably shouldn't be a DJ because this is the time for us.
Paul is not playing, bro.
Man, this is the time for us. Look at DJ D Nice. Look what he did.
Oh,
DJ D Nice was from the like the 80s and 90s. You know what I'm saying? DJ D Nice made Self-Destruction and fucking, you know, 30-some years ago. And then he came out and started DJing online on Instagram, man, and went from like 200,000 followers to like 2 or 3 million or something. Yeah. Just by sitting up, drinking wine, champagne, and DJing for hours and hours, playing some records. Yeah. So like, if you're a DJ, man, you already got you should have some form of technology experience in your head. So, you know, you need to be on YouTube and all that places. You need to be looking into Twitch. You need to be looking into all that and seeing how you can entertain these people right now, because people want to be entertained. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't all because you ain't in the club don't mean that you can't get no bread. You know what I'm saying? You got to be on Twitch, YouTube, whatever you got to be on. There's a lot of places out there. You can make playlists. There's all kind of stuff just use, because hopefully if you're a DJ And you talking about you stuck right now, like if you weren't already doing nothing to begin with, then you probably really weren't that serious about it. But if you was doing something to begin with, then you were serious about it and you already had some kind of fan base. If it was just the people at the club you DJ'd at on Saturday nights or wherever it was, had them be posted on Facebook like, look, I'm finna go live on Facebook. Here go my cash out, man. Throw your boy some money, man. It's hard times out here, and they'll do it.
Yeah. Nah, for sure.
I did it just out of shits and giggles, man. I just threw my cash app on there. I was like, buy me a blunt. Man, they were throwing so much money on that motherfucker because everybody know everybody going through some shit right now. So they were just happy to be entertained.
For sure. I feel that. Do you feel like DJs and production now go hand in hand? Like a DJ has to have some type of production background?
No, he don't have to. No, he don't have to. He can be his own. It helps. But no, he can be his own. He can be his own man. He can be his own thing, and he can focus on just being a DJ or just being a producer. Because you got a lot of guys out here that's producers that say they DJs, but they really don't be DJs. They just be, they just use that as a way to do live performances, and what I'm saying. And that's really it. They don't really be DJs.
Big facts.
So you can focus on one or the other. Never try to put too much on your plate. That's one of my issues. That's one of my biggest problems in life. It's just filling my plate up too much. But that's just what kind of person I am. I just always like to stay busy. But I don't tell everybody to do that. Just focus on one thing. If you focus on 2 or 3 things, you know what I'm saying, that you'll find that one that'll hit for you.
Nah, for sure. Right. That's some knowledge right there. That's some gems. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yo, O+, man. I seen through the grapevine, I seen through the gram that you got a single coming out. Talk to me about that.
Oh yeah, bro. I have a single coming out on July 17th, next Friday. Se llama Gata Negra. Es un tema, it's a reggaeton record. And I think Paul has also things coming out. He has another single coming out. So what we're doing is so we have these records together, but we still giving our core fans what they like, So like Paul has a single coming out, have a single coming out. Then we go back and put one together. Then I also have a project that I did through the quarantine. It's dropping July 24th, but it's pretty much the records that I worked on the quarantine. And yes, we have a lot of stuff going, for our core fans, but then we're gonna still working together on the other stuff, bro.
I like that.
The record is dope. It's a different vibe. It's pretty dope. You're gonna like it, bro.
Okay. And Paul, what's that record he's talking about? When's that single dropping? What is it?
Man, it's gonna drop. It's called On Mafia.
Okay.
On Mafia. It's gonna drop in like 2 weeks. It's me featuring my nephews, C to 6. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard. I'm shooting a video Sunday. You should come through, Omar.
Oh man, let me know, bro. Oh man, I'm going to Dallas tomorrow.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I'm going to Dallas traveling. Tomorrow, bro.
All right. Well, you'll be there in spirit, man. You'll be there in spirit.
I'll be there with my heart, man. Sending you the best vibes. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
What's this? Are you guys a new duo, or like what's up? We got a name for y'all, or we just gonna keep it the way it is? Separate names. Because I feel like you guys could put out some good stuff as a duo.
Man, it's a duo. We're just gonna keep our separate names because that's where the power is. So people will know.
Exactly.
Yeah, the Countdown Boys, man. The Countdown Boys.
Countdown Boys. There you go. Countdown Boys. Nah, but yo, thank you for your time, man. We chopped it up a little bit, during this thing. I'm excited. I love the record. Excited to see the new stuff coming out, the EP. Hear both of y'all individual records too. And I've been a big fan of you, DJ Paul, for a minute.
Thank you, man. Thank you, bro.
And O+, I've been rocking with you for a while. I've been seeing you at work.
I know, bro.
Thank you, bro. They need to check that pin. You know what I'm saying? Because the pin game is real for. The pin game is real for all, my bro. I'm saying the pin game is real.
Yeah. We got some. I'm being behind the scenes writing for some great, big artists and just
we'll talk about that one day. We'll talk about that one. We gotta dive into you for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We gotta dive in for that. Mm-hmm. Dissect my boy's career out here, because pen game's real. That's all I gotta say. All right, my guys, thank you for your time, man. This is the check-in right here on RITMO CULTURA. We out.
Súbelo, bájalo, slow it down. Súbelo, bájalo, slow it down. El dinero está lloviendo, countdown. El dinero está lloviendo, countdown.